Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw as we are coming up the heels of the Elimination Chamber where a lot of big moments were made on the final PLE of WWE 2K25. And of course, we have 4 Raws and 4 SmackDowns and 1 Saturday Night main event left before the end of the WWE 2K25 Universe Mode Series. And of course, we're getting the engines ready going into 2K26. But of course, Monday Night Raw tonight is coming to you live in Perth, Australia. And because this is the final show about the Perth Australia tour, and because it has a big main event going on to determine who will be Aleister Black's #1 contender for Saturday Night main event in a week from Saturday, as that will be taking place tonight in our main event. As we kick off Monday Night Raw tonight with CM Punk, and of course CM Punk is going to find out where does he go going into WrestleMania, considering he's of course coming off an uneventful night in the Elimination Chamber where he came up short. And because it might be over for him going into WrestleMania. Because we don't know what's going on yet. Because of course obviously one thing we do know is because Braun Breaker and Aleister Black is set to be the main event. And that was obvious coming out of last week. And of course CM Punk, where does the best of the world go going into WrestleMania? Considering he's not going to have any more chances at the World Heavyweight Championship. Because of course our main event is set. And of course that is for night 1. Because of course night 2 will be John Cena's retirement match against Gunther, which was confirmed during the Elimination Chamber. Well, of course, the co-main event for night 2 is Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Because, of course, Rollins won the Elimination Chamber and Reigns retained his title against Randy Orton. And, of course, do not forget our main event tonight. Of course, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, the other two that was coming up short in the Elimination Chamber, will battle it out to determine who will be advancing to Saturday Night main event to challenge for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So without further delay, let's see what Mr. Phil has to say to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight. Last Saturday did not go well for the former WWE Champion, known as me. Of course, you would think after me carrying SmackDown on my back in early 2025, I would be in one of the main events, because now there's 3 main events. 1 for night 1 and 2 for night 2. Because night 1, you have Braun Breaker and Aleister Black in the main event. While on night 2, you got the co-main event being Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. And then the main event of night 2, John Cena's final match against Gunther. And of course, as for me, we don't know what's going on with me. Considering I went from carrying SmackDown on my back in the first half of 2025, when I was still living off my Survivor Series victory against Cody Rhodes. And now we look at where I am at, where I'm not even going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. And of course, I'm just not in the mood of me thinking that I'm going to be sitting out of WrestleMania after I carried the WWE on my back towards the end of 2024 to early 2025. And we all know that things started off well for me in early 2025, but then when I lost my title to Randy Orton at Backlash, everything fell apart. Well, of course, I lost my rematch at Money in the Bank. I lost to Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. I lost to John Cena at Bash of Berlin. And people are asking, how could things fall apart for you, considering you beat Bronson Reed twice? Yes, that may be true when I beat him at Crown Jewel and at Saturday Night main event back in December. But of course, Bronson Reed would get the best out of me at Bad Blood. Then I failed to win the Royal Rumble, and I failed to win the Elimination Chamber. And now we look at how everything is set for WrestleMania. Coming out of the Royal Rumble and coming out last Saturday, I am without a match. So without further delay, right here tonight in Perth, Australia, I am issuing an open challenge for anyone to face me at WrestleMania. I'm not leaving this ring until I get an opponent for the grandest stage of them all. Whoever wants to step up to the best in the world at WrestleMania, get out here. So it seems as though CM Punk is throwing out an open challenge for WrestleMania. As who is it going to be? We're going to find out. Of course, CM Punk is issuing a challenge. Holy hell! Is it? It's Brock Lesnar! It seems as though CM Punk has met his match in none other than Brock Lesnar, who has been accompanied by Paul Heyman, his client. And of course, Brock Lesnar is coming up for loss to Aleister Black for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it seems as though he's out here confronting CM Punk. Because CM Punk said he's looking to find something to do at WrestleMania. But apparently he got the answer in the man he beat to win the World Heavyweight Championship at the 2K23 SummerSlam event in Brock Lesnar. And even the man who he wrestled for his WWE Championship last year at the Elimination Chamber. Yes, that Brock Lesnar is here. As this is some interesting development here on Raw tonight. I cannot believe we're looking at this here tonight. Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, because meeting each other for the first time since early last year when these two wrestled at the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. And of course, Paul Heyman is watching on. And of course, what coming on the mindset of Brock? Oh, Brock, CM Punk going for the GTS. Oh, let's up above. Oh, here we go. F5 to CM Punk. As Brock Lesnar has completely laid waste to CM Punk here tonight on Monday Night Raw, as it seems as though Brock Lesnar has accepted CM Punk's open challenge for WrestleMania. And of course, Brock Lesnar lays waste to CM Punk to kick off Monday Night Raw here tonight in Perth, Australia. As I am just stunned about what we watched to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight, with Brock Lesnar laying waste to CM Punk. And of course, it's going to be interesting to see how CM Punk comes back from all of this after Punk just took him out. But nonetheless, we're going to move on to what we got coming up later on tonight as our main event tonight. The two participants in the Elimination Chamber match last Saturday in AJ Styles and Kevin Owens will meet each other in tonight's main event to determine who will face Aleister Black in a week from Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event for the World Heavyweight Championship, as he will be Aleister Black's final opponent before his WrestleMania title defense against Braun Breaker. We'll find out in our main event later tonight here on Raw. Another big thing that's going on here on Raw tonight, AJ Lee competes in her first one-on-one match since the 2K16 SummerSlam event. And of course, she will be taking on Kiana James. Of course, former Women's Intercontinental Champion will be meeting the #1 contender for the Women's World Champion in AJ Lee tonight. As question is, can AJ Lee gain momentum going into her Women's World Championship match against Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania? We'll find out, as she will compete in her first Monday Night Raw match since 2016 later on tonight against former Women's Intercontinental Champion Kiana James. But coming up next here on Raw, we will have a triple threat match to determine who will be the next #1 contender for Javon Evans' Cruiserweight Championship, as Charlie Dempsey, Dragon Lee, and Noam Dar will battle it out to determine who will face Javon Evans at WrestleMania, and that will take place up next here on Raw. Overall, a lot of big things going down on Raw tonight. And of course, we're just coming off that shocking opening when Lesnar just attacked CM Punk. When CM Punk was going to make his announcement about where does he go following his loss in the Elimination Chamber match. Well, of course, we're starting us off with a triple threat match, where the winner will challenge Javon Evans for the Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania. Of course, the Cruiserweight Championship has not been defended on a PLE since Bash Number 1. So, of course, we're about to find out who is it going to be going to WrestleMania. And his opponent tonight is Dragon Lee. Of course, still to come on War tonight. We have Braun Breaker in action. AJ Lee vs. Keanu James, and then the main event being AJ Styles, Kevin Owens for Aleister Black's WrestleMania opponent. For Aleister Black's opponent at Saturday Night Main Event. And of course, we're going to announce what's going on the next edition of Friday Night SmackDown. While we're at it, as of course, Johnny Gargano is looking to bounce back, as he will be heading one-on-one with Solo Sikoa. Of course, what's next for Damian Priest following his chamber loss to Ricky Saint? Drew McIntyre will explain why did he attack Obafemi, causing him to lose his spot in the Elimination Chamber match on Saturday night. Then, of course, we will have the Street Profits versus the New Catch Republic. John Cena in action against LA Knight, and Gunther will face Seth Rollins. A lot of big things going on. Going into Friday Night SmackDown. So without further delay, who's going to win? And who will go on to WrestleMania to challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship? We're about to find out. Uh-oh, Charlie Dempsey bringing it on. Because Charlie Dempsey has been on a undefeated streak since debuting in WWE. Oh, Namda versus it is crazy to see. We have a Dragon Lee saving Namda. Of course, it is every man for themselves. As the winner of this match goes on to WrestleMania. As Namda bringing it to Charlie Dempsey. And of course he's doing more harm than good to Charlie Dempsey. And of course remember, Namda, as of course you can see, Dragon Lee, he's getting weapons. This is a no disqualification match. No, I'm done. Because Charlie Dempsey is having a hard time with the candlestick. Reversal now. Now he's got a candlestick. Alright, here we go. Chaos is all over the place here in this triple threat match. Come on in there, man. Dragon Lee. Uh-oh. Dragon Lee. Powolna. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Dragon suplex connects. Kick out. Charlie Dempsey. Chaos is just all over the place. Here this triple threat match. Tonight. Uh-oh. Normda. I think this could be bad news for Charlie Dempsey. Uh-oh. A kick out. Another kind of sick. And it's over as Charlie Dempsey is the new #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah, because Dragon Lee has barely suffered Charlie Dempsey has not suffered a loss. I don't think has suffered a loss since debuting on the Monday Night Raw brand. And because he gets the ring here tonight. And because Javon Evans versus Charlie Dempsey is now set for the grandest stage of them all. As will we see Charlie as the new Cruiserweight Champion? We'll have to wait and see. As good triple threat match to kick off Monday Night Raw here tonight in Perth, Australia. Things didn't go well for me last Saturday as I was unsuccessful in the Elimination Chamber match to earn a shot at Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. However, I get another chance to earn a shot at the world title because tonight I face Kevin Owens in the main event to determine who will face Aleister Black at Saturday Night Main Event. Aleister Black, you may have been successful against the Beast, but you have the Phenomenal waiting for you at Saturday Night Main Event in a week from Saturday. But of course, before I get there, I have to go through Kevin Owens tonight. So of course, AJ Styles is making a promise. He's going to go through Kevin Owens tonight in order to earn a shot against Aleister Black at Saturday Night Main Event on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, by the way. As can he do it? We'll wait until tonight's main event. So AJ Styles is pretty much telling us that he looks to do everything to get to the Saturday Night Main Event to go challenge for Aleister Black's World Heavyweight Championship. Before he does that, he's got to get through Kevin Owens in our main event tonight. But before we get there, because Braun Breaker is set to be in one-on-one action. And of course, Braun Breaker, the 2026 Royal Rumble winner, will be challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And of course, we mentioned this moments ago, that his title match will be the Night 1 main event. The Night 1 main event. And it goes his opponent tonight, Rey Mysterio. So, of course, who we got winning? Braun Breaker or Rey Mysterio? Here we go. Rey Mysterio fighting out of it. That's Braun Breaker. You know what? Oh, the referee! Kick out! Kick out by Braun Breaker. Reversal there by Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, close. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good for Braun Breaker. Boy heading to the top. Oh no! Roy, he reverses. Uh-oh, here we go. Spear by Braun Breaker. Kick out. Rey Mysterio, he reverses. Middle rope. Rey Mysterio going for the pin. Kick out. Rey Mysterio is telling Braun Breaker to get up. Uh-oh. This doesn't end well. Uh-oh. You can tell Braun is pretty much gassed. Spear by Braun Breaker to Rey Mysterio. Another kick out. This was probably the same thing that happened in Rey's match with Cena a couple of months ago. Remember that when these two were wrestling, doing the build, doing the picture points and stuff with Reigns and Cena before Crown Jewel. Oh no! Rey Mysterio gets Braun Breaker off the ropes. Rey Mysterio reverses. This could be a great time for Rey to get a comeback. Uh-oh, reversal there. He's all up pissed. Rey Mysterio getting him off the middle rope. Uh-oh. Here we go. Another spear connects. Rey's pretty much broken at this point. Here we go for the pin. Will that be enough after 3 spears? And it's over as Braun Breaker gets the win. Good match between both men here tonight. And of course, Braun Breaker pretty much decimated Rey Mysterio while we got a little bit of offense. Good match here as, of course, Braun Breaker. What could be on his mind going into WrestleMania where he challenges for the World WWE Championship? Will he win his first World Championship? We're going to have to wait till WrestleMania as, of course, he dominates Rey Mysterio here tonight on Monday Night Raw. As the next World WWE Champion stands tall with a win against Rey Mysterio. As speaking of the Royal Rumble winner, coming up next, the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner, AJ Lee, competes in her first Monday Night Raw match since 2K16. And of course, she will face Kiana James, as can AJ Lee win her first Raw match in nearly 10 years. We'll find out, as she will face former Women's Intercontinental Champion Kiana James, and that takes place up next here on Raw. As we're back live here on Monday Night Raw, as AJ Lee is set to go one-on-one with Kiana James. Of course, Kiana James is a former Women's Intercontinental Champion. I guess she will go up against AJ Lee here tonight. Now, guys, what could be on the mindset of AJ Lee here? And of course, this is the first Monday Night Raw match since 2016. Of course, her last match prior to the Royal Rumble return was at SummerSlam 2016 because she retired in the match. Now, of course, what could be on the minds of Kiana James, considering she has been having hard times since losing the Women's Intercontinental Champion to Sol Ruka at SummerSlam. Match begins. AJ Lee, Kiana James. AJ Lee. Reverse there. Kiana James reverses. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Kiana James. Kick out. Uh-oh, wait, how did she get the Black Widow? As you can tell, AJ Lee's pissed off after Kiana James stole her finisher. Nice strategy there by AJ Lee. Uh-oh, Kiana James, reverse it. Kick out at one. As you can tell, Kiana James saying AJ Lee should not be... Uh-oh. Here we go with Black Widow. Black Widow's applied. Kiana James is fighting on and she does it! As AJ Lee gets the best out of Kiana James. Of course, things did not go well for Kiana James as AJ Lee just made a tap out to Black Widow. As could this be Stephanie McMahon's women's title win fate come WrestleMania? We're gonna have to wait and see. As AJ Lee gets the win here on Raw tonight. Live on March 14th and March 15th will be the first pay-per-view, aka Premier Live event, whatever you want to call it, for 2K26, as it is WrestleMania, as WrestleMania will be taking place in Las Vegas between two nights. And because you do not want to miss the first PLE of 2K26, named WrestleMania, coming your way on Saturday, March 14th and March 15th respectively, live on YouTube.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As ladies and gentlemen, it is now been confirmed next week here on Monday Night Raw, the best in the world CM Punk will be on Raw to respond to Brock Lesnar's challenge for a match at WrestleMania after he was laid out by an F5 earlier tonight. As what will CM Punk say to Brock Lesnar's proposed WrestleMania challenge? We'll find out next week here on Monday Night Raw. But coming up next, it is now time for the main event as AJ Styles goes one-on-one with Kevin Owens. As the question is, who will be Aleister Black's next challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship in a week from Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event? We'll find out as these two will meet up next here in our main event here on Monday Night Raw. As it is now time for the main event as we are going to find out who will Aleister Black's next challenger be for the World Heavyweight Championship? Of course, he does have Braun Breaker to focus it with at WrestleMania. Because what is on AJ's mind here? Because remember, because he may have not things didn't go well for him at the Elimination Chamber, but because there's always Saturday Night Main Event for his title shot. And of course you can see AJ Styles is banged up coming out of Saturday. And of course, could that stop him from challenging Aleister Black at Saturday Night Main Event? We're gonna have to wait and see. And next, it is Kevin Owens. Of course, Kevin Owens, who of course is lucky. Of course, in this series, he's had two shots at. He had two World Heavyweight Championship matches. The first one was when he defended it against Sami Zayn, who won last year's Royal Rumble at last year's WrestleMania, and then he had the rematch at Backlash. And ever since then, things hasn't gone well for Kevin Owens. Sure, he may have had a stint, a little feud with Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, but he didn't win the title. And then he would have a shot to try and get a shot against his old rival, Roman Reigns' WWE Championship at WrestleMania. But things didn't go his way. So without further delay, who will face Aleister Black at WrestleMania? As you can see, AJ Styles is banged up. AJ bringing it to Owens. Owens. Uh-oh! Pele kick! AJ heading to the top. No, did you? Styles was able to combat what Owens had in mind. We've also done by Kevin Owens. DDT there. Oh, here you go. They're now trading boys. And then he's on the apron. Uh-oh, here we go. He can't Kevin Owens. Oh no! Oh, it's reversed. Drop kick to the back of Kevin Owens. He's going to try it again. Another phenomenal form. This time off guard. Kick out. He's waiting at the wing as he just did a sunset dive to Kevin Owens. AJ heading to the top rope. Uh-oh! Oh God! Another phenomenal form connect as he may have busted Kevin Owens open. And it's over as AJ Styles is heading to Saturday Night Main Event. Good match here, and of course AJ pretty much dominated a lot of this match, and because of that he's heading to Saturday Night Main Event next Saturday to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course things didn't go well for him back in Survivor Series, but since he's facing a different holder, because at that time it was John Cena, things could be a lot different this time. I don't know, we're going to have to wait and see us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, everybody. It's AJ Styles versus Aleister Black is now confirmed for Saturday Night Main Event. Good night, everybody.